Hello, everyone. Welcome to Therapy Clips with Dr. O. I'm from Human Service Consultants. Today, our topic will focus on 7 ways to handle a drug or alcohol craving. This information comes to us from the Fort Behavioral Health Center. I found the article to be very interesting because the strategies are very well thought out. And so I want to share these strategies with you so that you can learn to manage your cravings more successfully. Because cravings are a difficult thing to happen to someone who's dealing with a substance use disorder. And this is not something that they want to have to deal with. So here are the skills that you need to know. There are 7 on the list. Number 1, accept it. Number 2, distract yourself. Number 3, run away. Number 4, examine your thinking. Number 5, get some exercise. Number 6, mindfulness. Number 7, play the tape. And so I am going to ensure that you have the basic concepts behind each of the strategies. And so we're going to start with accept it. So cravings are going to arise from time to time. It's a normal process. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong or that you failed in your treatment process. Just keep in mind it's a normal occurrence. And sometimes, because of it, people try to suppress it and pretend that it's not happening. That's the wrong strategy to use. The strategy to use is to accept it and to deal with it and find a way to distract it. So, on to number 2. Typically, a craving will last for 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes a little longer, like 10 to 20 minutes. So, instead of focusing your attention on it or stewing in the craving, find a way to distract yourself. So, this could be working on one of your treatment assignments, recording yourself on video. So, making a YouTube video. Some people like to do activities like that. You could be reading a book or playing some type of video game, going out for a walk, doing some exercise in your room, talking to friends, attending your therapy sessions as scheduled, going to your group sessions as scheduled, attending an NA or AA meeting online, or any other activity like art therapy or music therapy are ways to distract yourself. The next thing, number 3, is to run away from the craving. You have to understand what your triggers are. Your triggers could be people, places, or things, sometimes events or situations that will bring on a craving. So if you become upset about something, the first thing you may want to do is to take a drink or to go out to use your drug of choice. However, this is not the appropriate way, and a matter of fact, this is what we call unhealthy coping skills. So, when you're in situations that may be a trigger for you, the best thing to do is to run away from it. Run away from people, places, and things that trigger a craving. Because if you don't manage that craving at that particular time, you may fall yourself into a category of using. So keep in mind, you don't want to fall into that particular category of using. What you want to do is you want to run away from the situation. But keep in mind, you must understand what your triggers are. The next thing you want to do is you want to examine your thinking. So, examining your thinking is just simply, what are these thoughts that I'm having, and why am I having these thoughts that's related to craving? Is it because I'm angry? Is it because I'm depressed? Is it because I ran into a friend who I used to use with? Is it because I just had an argument with someone? So keep in mind that your cravings will happen, but they will go away in a few minutes, as mentioned before. Just understand when you're feeling overwhelmed and understand your thinking process. Are you thinking someone shouldn't have done something to you? Are you upset about your work situation? Pushing away these cognitive distortions can help to reduce your stress and make your craving less intense. The next thing that's on our list to discuss today is the strategy of exercise. So keep in mind that we all enjoy some type of physical activity from time to time. So you must like and do what is pleasing to you. Keep in mind that your exercise strategy is whatever you like to do, whether or not it's playing basketball or going out for a walk, doing calisthenics in your room, going out to the gym, or doing any other type of exercise like jumping on a trampoline, doing step aerobics, yoga, water aerobics, any type of exercise that bring pleasure to you. Because what exercise will do is reduce your anxiety and improve your mood. Because once again, you are in the process of activating your neurotransmitters. And those neurotransmitters called endorphins and enkephalins and dimorphins will come into play and make you feel good. So keep that in mind. So even if it's nothing more than taking a short walk, you should engage in some type of physical exercise every day. The next thing is that mindfulness is a practice that you examine how you are feeling when the craving does occur. Are you feeling things like back pain, chest pain, something in your stomach? How do you feel about it? So just stand back and examine how the craving is affecting your body and what you can do to make it go away. So ask yourself, if I take a walk, will the craving go away? If I engage in exercise like dancing, will the craving go away? It becomes easier when you practice mindfulness every day. And mindfulness is nothing more than a type of meditation. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in my particular group, you do 10 minutes of meditation every day. And so that is putting your mind onto something pleasurable and meditating, praying, however it is you do your meditation. But 10 minutes of meditation every day is necessary in order to keep those unattractive, unwanting feelings at bay. Also, what you need to do is the next thing on the list: play the tape. Playing the tape just simply means that you're thinking about, yes, the pleasurable aspects of drinking or drug use. However, you don't just stay with that particular thought. You move the thought into, well, what's going to happen if I do take a drug, if I do engage in drinking behavior? So you think about, yes, the drinking and drugging behavior, the pleasure from it. However, think about the consequences too, because it just isn't about using a substance. It's more so that this substance that you use is going to lead to some type of negative consequence in your life. Remember the reason why you came into the treatment program in the first place. What happened in your life? Is it something that you want to occur over and over and over again? So think about what will happen if you use the next drug. What will happen if you use alcohol? Will you go on a month-long bender of drinking as a result of it? Will you continue to use your drug of choice if you continue on the path of using substances and thinking about just the substance use? So, will you let your family members down? Will you disappoint yourself? So, what will happen if you continue with the thought of using as a result of the craving? So, keep in mind that sometimes you have to intervene with yourself by stopping the behavior before it even gets started. So, with that being said, in summary, you manage your cravings by accepting it, distracting yourself away from it, running away from the craving, examining your own thinking, getting some exercise, practicing mindfulness meditation, and playing the tape over and over. What will happen if I do use? What will be my negative consequences? With this being said, I want you to have a blessed day, everybody. Don't forget to read the article because the article is more intense than my summary of it. Have a blessed day.